Welcome back to the OddHouse podcast. I am OddYT. I'm joined by my guests and friends. Ice Cream is here and Inflated Dingbat. How are you guys doing today?
Horrible.
Why?
I'm doing amazing, man. I'm doing amazing.
Also,
It's
Ice Cream.
great.
I like the fit.
Thanks,
I don't
man. It's
I don't know if I
this
can
is
zoom in.
Audi merch. Should I get up to
It
show
is not.
the model?
Yeah,
Okay.
show him.
Dude, Cameron, check this out. Audi podcast.
Show him the
You
pin.
know, I have
Show him the
on.
pin.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
The pin.
It's
You
great.
got-
It's great.
Show him the
got a-
pin.
got
Show
a
him the pin.
special-
He's got a
Show the
special
pin?
pin. It's
Okay.
got a bag on it.
Special pin. Get this on Redbubble. Get it on Audi's Redbubble. You should open a Redbubble and just sell that pin. Only that
Can
pin.
you pass me the wet food?
Give him the wet food.
What?
Right over there. It's fucking
Have your wet
falling
food.
in slow motion. Why do you want the wet food? Leave
Why
that
not
shit.
get the wet food?
Get that shit out of here.
No! No! Welcome back to the Kindergarten
I don't want
Podcast.
to
We
peek
are
at
the children. We go goo.
Too
gaga,
bad.
little
No, I'm
season,
joking.
poop our diapers.
So, guys, first of all, I want to talk about me. I have a Twitch now. I am streaming. I'm
Yeah.
still getting. By the time probably this podcast comes out, I'm still working on the technical stuff, like the cool little stinger and the fucking transition and the screens and shit, the different be right back and whatever streamers have. But as soon as I get that stuff finished, I'll start streaming VR chat, and I hope you, dear viewer, can check it out on OddTTV, twitch.com.
Hey,
OddTTV.
TTV, what are you going to be posting on your Twitch? What's a video?
It's just that fucking 45-minute ad from Twitch.
It's a merch. It's just gonna be a plug.
just an ad.
It's just a
It's an ad,
plug.
yeah.
This is just a plug. You're watching. I am entertaining you with a plug.
The entire time, there's just like a skip ad in the bottom right corner. You know?
Talking about
Yeah,
ads.
that'd be
when
amazing.
When am I gonna get paid to talk about Raid Shadow Legends on the podcast? Ooh, baby.
Exactly.
I want to talk about Raycon. Is it illegal for me to
Raycon.
make a fake ad? Is that illegal?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
This
pretty sure it is.
podcast
I'm
is
pretty sure that's
sponsored by
copyright.
me. I'm joking. I'm not gonna say that.
It's sponsored by the Audi Twitch. You
It's
get
Audi,
Audi Twitch.
bum, bum.
Nah. Audi.
Ice cream.
Exactly, dude.
Fuck, I forgot. God damn.
Mhm.
What the fuck? What? Don't laugh at me like that.
You could ask me about the
Alright,
art,
lost memory.
the art that I'm doing. I guess
art?
if you want to.
Are you talking about the stuff you made of me, Dingbat, you, and other people?
Yeah. Okay.
We. That's
so
that's the
that
thumbnail.
started
That's the
because
thumbnail.
The thumbnail.
We should use that for
yes.
the thumbnail.
So that started because I drew Dingbat with a long neck, and then I drew Nate, and then it just kept going.
Oh.
I think I've done at
We've
least
talked.
15 people.
Yeah. We've talked about Nate 3 times now on the podcast, even though he's been on one episode, and that one episode he played Clash of
It's
Clans.
because Nate's podcast episode is one of the best.
It's not even my podcast in that episode, it's his podcast. He literally just took it. Nate, if you're watching
Yeah,
this,
I'm pretty sure
hi.
that episode was better.
That was the best.
Yeah, it was the best one. Of course, I've watched none of them, but
Okay.
I've watched every single
Off my
I'm
set.
cool. I haven't watched any of them.
Dingbat, let's go just watching every single OddHouse podcast.
Let's go,
episode.
just to
Could
watch
be,
the podcast, just to watch it. Talking about the
I've watched
every
one.
podcast,
single-
I've watched one.
dude,
Oh,
in that episode, I think if I remember correctly, it was me, Leon, and Nate. 3 people. But, god damn it! Are you gonna
What?
do this bit now?
Mhm.
What?
What's up?
Dingbat.
What's up, buddy?
Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking as he's playing fucking. That's Candy Crush.
Keep
Okay, he's
going,
playing
keep going.
Candy Crush. So, in that episode, we had 3 people, and I'm thinking about we had 3 people right now, and I feel like having this many seats and this big ass fucking table and shit, it's a bit too much. That's why I'm thinking about having in this exact room like extra chairs and extra tables and stuff to make a set out of. Like behind the camera right now, viewers, you can't see this, but behind you there's like this empty space in this room, and it feels like an extra. I feel like an extra set would go there, like for more interview-based episodes, like just a one-on-one episode with somebody. I just have like a chair, table, chair, and they're not even like that big. They're like stools, you know, little drinks, like a juice box carton.
I won.
What are you doing on this?
You won, Dingbat? That's crazy, Dingbat.
What are you doing on this podcast?
I honestly don't know. I was invited like 15 minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
Well, should we talk about that? Because that would be a good topic to talk about how long it took for this podcast.
Let's not talk about the people coming on the podcast because that's a surprise.
No, okay.
And
No,
they will
we're
happen
fine. We're
soon.
fine with that.
But
For this podcast to be made, we had so many mistakes. We had so many blue screens. We had so many, schedules change. It was horrible. It was just horrible.
yeah, we had to reschedule it like 3 times already because it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work out. No, like Ice Cream has tried to get on the podcast more than 4 or 5 times now because we had some other people that wanted to get on the podcast, and they were gonna get on with Ice Cream, but you know, some wacky stuff happened, and we couldn't have that happen, I guess. But those people, maybe they're watching this video right now, and if they are, they will be coming on the podcast. Hopefully in the future. Hopefully if we get a good schedule. And start doing stuff.
I thought you said they will not be on the podcast. I was like, dang.
You will not be on the podcast.
These people
Fuck you,
will
I'm
not
joking.
be on the
Fuck
podcast.
this guy in particular.
You have a chance.
This is a bad chance.
We are having some cool
Dingbat,
people on the podcast.
I was talking to Dingbat and VC, and we were like, hey, you know what would be cool if we were on the OddHouse podcast, right? So Dingbat was here because we made a joke in a VC. So it's great. It's great.
Well, Dingbat's cool.
Great
I always
guest.
wanted him on the podcast.
Dingbat, do something
That's all
real
he has to
funny.
say.
Like a
He
funny
has like
noise, a
3
funny-
lines for the past like 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't count.
Yeah, I mean, I had to level up in Candy Crush.
On the podcast?
That's an epidemic, and I hate
mean,
it. It's
I was planning on
it was
doing it right
all zombies' fault. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just-
But
Let's talk about
in
zombies.
this, let's talk about zombies.
Let's
okay.
talk about zombies
The
podcast.
6
Now
feet
let's
under
Let's talk about
6
the
feet
better
under
podcast.
podcast.
No.
Better
The
than
6 feet under podcast.
Fantastic. You know why? They advertised the OddHouse podcast. They're fantastic. Yeah. Like right at the
You know,
end.
what's great about the OddHouse?
Right at
and
the
6 feet
end,
under.
they talked about the OddHouse podcast, and then boom. 5 out of
You know that 6 feet
5
under is actually
stars.
recorded under here. It's just 6 feet under.
Oh
the
yeah,
OddHouse
yeah. It's just
podcast.
6 feet under this set.
It's 6 feet under the OddHouse. You see, there. You guys may not be able to
We
see it, but there's a
buried
rug with Audie's face
some
on it. They live
podcasts.
right under there. There's a little hole that leads to 6 foot under podcast.
Yeah.
Mine
We
is
just
like
like
6 feet
knock on the
under.
floor. Say hi, guys.
But
like
yeah,
a-
wait.
It's
Tommy,
just like
right?
a muffled
Zombie
voice.
is a part of the 6 foot under podcast, and he has made this server addicted to Candy Crush. I would say very addicted. He's at least gotten 6 people to play Candy Crush, and
Yeah.
it's horrible.
Including
The main
Dingbat, who's on the
subject is
podcast right
dear
now, Yellow
Dingbat.
Boy.
Dingbat
Also, guys, let me talk about this. Viewer,
here.
I
Mhm.
am extremely sorry about the little bashes you may hear from my microphone, and that's because, I'm in VR right now. My microphone's like right there. My microphone is right over here. And so
Is there a microphone
I
on the
can't
headset?
see where it is. Hopefully I can get a little virtual microphone that shows me exactly where my microphone is, but right now I just sometimes make a lot of movement and just
Can't you
punch the shit out of my microphone, and I am
Do you have,
sorry
like,
about
a
that.
phone? You have like
Do I
a
have a
foam protector for it?
Foam
Not
protect?
protector, but like the
Yeah, a foam cover, yeah.
It's supposed to like stop like airflow or something.
Right now I have a HyperX Quadcast S microphone, and
Oh,
those have like a little foam. They have foam, but in the inside of the microphone,
oh.
like a
Weird.
pop filter.
Yeah, I have like it was like $30. I have a microphone for like $30, and it came with like the foam on the outside. It came with the
At least you're not
stand.
punching the fuck out of it.
I mean, I was.
Oh, it just started hearing
And-
Dingbat just beating the hell out of his microphone.
Yeah, whenever I die in Tarkov, Battle State smash hit game, I hit it as hard as I can.
Well, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, about the technical issues that we were talking about, and the what's it called? The rescheduling that we had to do. I don't know if any viewers here know about VR technical issues and stuff, but I have a Vive wireless, and it fucking. I want him off the podcast set right now.
It's too late. It's too late. We're already recording. We're in.
Fuck it. I have a Vive wireless, and it blue screens all the time. Every single time I try to record something blue screens, and I don't know how that's gonna affect the streaming stuff. To be honest, I don't want a blue screen every time I try to stream. Hopefully it works. So maybe it's cause the furniture, maybe it's blocking the connection, because I do have big gamer chair, and that's not that I'm sitting on my my throne, my gamer throne.
Flexing on all of your viewers right now. They're like, "Dang, he has a gaming chair."
I have
My
a gaming
God.
chair. Yeah,
You do?
my chair is built different.
You know,
Without
I-
a gaming chair, you actually just
I-
literally die. It's physically impossible. to
If
not
it's a
have gaming chair.
hand-me-down, does
Not
it
that.
still count as a flex?
yeah, I guess.
Is it the
But,
PewDiePie
I mean,
Tuber Simulator gamer chair?
What the fuck does that even
It's-
mean?
Because then
not a
it's the
good
flexiest
thing also.
flex.
I
It's the
used to have.
Can you do this? And
Or-
breaks my back. I'm not gonna do the funny.
Like
That's
they're
good.
not most of those that look good, and they don't even look good. They just look weird with like a ton of colors on them.
Oh yeah?
They aren't too
The
comfortable.
RGB chair, fucking 3 RGB
Water
strips.
cooling.
Yeah,
cooling.
water cooling, going through the foam. It's got fucking a built-in mouse and keyboard. It's got
But you're literally sitting on like a metal.
yeah, it's got a
bench.
fucking Red Bull dispenser on the side. You can just grab a Red Bull.
No.
It- But, like,
I actually hate the
very
idea of that.
uncomfortable. Like spikes going in your back.
You've got the
Just
monitor built into the back. It's fucking.
Oh, wait, that's actually a thing. That's actually. A
I
thing.
know. It's this.
seen
It's
it
called
before?
the Scorpion or some shit, and it sucks ass.
Like,
It sucks ass. I'll be honest. I do not like those types of chairs.
search up like gamer bed. It's really fun.
Gamer bed.
There's-
Not
It's
now,
a
Mom.
bed.
I'm playing Fortnite.
I love.
Is that
I love
Ariana
the idea of,
Grande?
stuff that's it has gamer in the name, so it must be good. I
Ga-
always love that.
Gamer pizza.
Gamer pizza makes you 10 times better at gaming.
Makes
Or
you
Call
better
of
at
Duty,
Fortnite. Makes you
Well,
crank
and also it's
90s.
Call of
Makes you...
Duty, they're always with random stuff. So pizza rolls Call of Duty, and it's oh, so you're telling me if I eat this, then I'll actually be better at Call of Duty? That's amazing.
You're telling me if I inject this into my blood, I'll be better at Call of Duty.
If I take this dirty needle, I'll be better at Call of Duty.
Dude, that's too far. That's too far.
Nah. That's
If I
actually in
use
every
this-
single hot pocket. They have at least one needle that sticks in the back of your throat.
Yeah,
So
that's
okay, fuck.
that's how I get to level 43 on Candy Crush. In one game.
It's just pure crack.
dang.
Am I allowed to say that?
I don't think you inject that, Ade.
Crack like wait, what? Like butt crack, you know? Butt crack.
Mm.
Butt crack.
Mhm,
Funny. I'm making a butt joke.
Isn't
right
that
now.
funny?
Yeah, it is. I am just a
I just
A
called that a
wackadoodle
black
sometimes.
salt shaker.
just a bit of Monday afternoon fun, you know.
It's just an amazing time. Let's be honest. Okay. You know, Audie, you know what I just searched up?
What
I
did you
searched
say?
up random questions to ask on a podcast, right? This
Use
is the
them.
first one.
Use
What
them.
do people misunderstand about you most?
Yeah, what do
This is
people
my
understand
podcast.
about you?
Yeah. We can ask this
What
to
do-
everyone.
That I am the fucking dad from Jimmy Neutron, or I'm the guy from Villainous.
Yeah, everyone bring everyone bring
guy from
Villainous,
Mr. Baghead?
That's amazing.
How
Dang, that
did I-
was something was something that people misunderstand about you. Yeah.
You know, it's not yellow. It's not yellow.
Piss yellow.
It's actually gray.
Yeah? Dang, what?
It's
Yeah.
You were
gray.
oh my god. Dang.
Oh
this is
god,
crazy.
what the hell?
An
I'm
illusion.
colorblind.
If you're colorblind watching this podcast, that was a
What
joke,
the fuck?
by the way. Let's keep going. To the rest of the podcast.
Go up to the
like that.
go up to the camera and do that. Go to the camera and just stare at them with that.
Show them. Show them.
Show them the face. Or just stare at me like that.
It's literally no. Damien's dead now. That's a corpse. Well,
That's corp.
the podcast.
Stop.
The podcast got to him.
The podcast got to him.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I was
Whenever
gonna say
you
something.
whenever you stay here for more than like 5 minutes, you just die. Well,
he
Why do you think I'm in
died.
this
He
rich?
actually
I
fucking.
did
Where did he go?
I deteriorated.
what do you mean we're
He's
not
been
done?
all
What-
time.
What the fuck was that? Any audio listeners, the yellow boy just absolutely
Your chairs are
vanished.
broken.
That is weird. That doesn't really happen too much though.
Yeah.
It is weird though.
I have never seen that happen on the podcast where you fucking just disappeared. What did you do?
Mm.
Hmm?
He is a magician.
Audie, both
He's
me
using
and
dark
Dinga have
magic.
alts for our avatars. What about you?
Yeah.
Where's
I don't
Red
have
Audie?
anything. I have a pin.
Where's Red Audie?
Why would there be red Audie?
Where's some Red Audie? Give us Red Audie.
Red on.
Let me just check.
Looking for Red Audie. Okay. Let's do this, dude.
I don't have any. This avatar's
Oh, wait,
still
wait,
pretty
remember,
new.
Remember your old version?
Yeah.
Oh my dude! Put on your old version. Put on your
Yeah,
old
sure.
version.
It's. This
I love that
is
one
my
so
old
much.
avatar.
Or it was just.
I
a
remember. I
bad-
remember how annoying it was.
There
to
you
put back
go.
Why is it
50
annoying?
50 materials. Like, it was really weird.
This bag is from The Sims.
The Sims.
Dang.
Yeah. Where is it? Audie, there it is. Okay, back into the big funnies. Sit down. I am back. I'm here. It's me, Audie.
Yo. Welcome.
Why am I so
Yeah,
short?
that's fine.
That the old avatar was like 6 foot, and this one's like 5'5".
I think it's because you messed up scaling. I would not be surprised. You just messed up the
Hold on, I'm just
scaling and made
moving
him
my
real
mic.
tall.
Yeah. I actually
Yeah, man.
I don't think I have said this before. The person who made this model Blue Aces, I actually did specify that they make it short so full body works on it. And they did that, and it works. I'm not in full body right now because I'm on the set, but in videos like the interview video, the interviewing people in VR chat video, I actually have full body and it fucking works perfectly.
Wait, what video? What video?
Interviewing people in VR chat. Funny.
That's cool.
Funny.
Yeah, that's really neat.
It's funny.
I think that's neat.
Funny. It's funny.
It's funny.
It's cool.
It was cool and
neat.
funny.
Neat.
Oh man. Talking about
Yeah, Audie,
videos.
guess what?
What's up?
Next
Chicken butt.
question. What is
Oh,
your
yeah,
favorite
next-
childhood memory?
God damn, what the fuck is that question?
Wait, what's the question?
What is your favorite?
What is your
childhood
favorite
memory?
childhood memory? Well, I'm only
Um,
15, so my
you know
childhood
those- you
wasn't
know
that
those,
long
like-
ago.
Okay, this is you know those that you can build like a train track?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Piggyback.
That's your
Like-
favorite.
You know, we every single year we would just make a train track around
Uh-huh.
our Christmas tree.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to talk about this on the podcast. The other day, I'm using Vive Ones for my hands or my controllers for VR, and the thing with Vive Ones is there's this thing that happens sometimes where the trigger actually squeaks like a hell of a lot. Wait, let me get it. Maybe I can show you guys if I can get close to the. Tell me if you guys can hear this.
Oh, I can
Oh.
hear it. I can hear
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
my-
squeaky as shit. And I heard if you clench it like as hard as possible and blow into it like this, it's gone.
I heard that that kind of
Gone. Like, completely. You guys should use this. Wait, if your Vive ones are squeaky, hold down the trigger and blow into the top. It will fix it. I didn't think it would fix it, and it fixed it, and it's fucking amazing. Trust me, I saw it on Reddit.
Trust me,
Where did you?
so good.
I saw it on Reddit. Reddit, Carl.
Guys, you know it's
Reddit.
true.
This
I
is
saw it
getting
on
an
Reddit.
This is getting a downvote. You are gonna
Yeah,
leave. Yeah, what's up?
Adi stopped using Reddit because he didn't get his Reddit enough.
I wasn't paid my monthly
Yeah.
Reddit gold.
What he,
And I got
he wasn't
very
an
upset.
avid- Wasn't an avid Reddit user.
Yeah?
Adi,
Dang,
can you
that's
explain
big.
like the context of that picture right there? What happened?
The viewers can't see that picture.
That one right there.
Jeez. Okay.
Everyone,
Well, we'll explain it.
It's a
All
picture
right,
of
the
me naked.
easy way.
yeah, it's really
It's a
disgusting.
picture of me
Why do you have
naked.
that like hung up right behind you?
The picture of me naked? Like,
And,
butt
like, yeah,
ass
the,
naked?
it's the only picture here.
it's the. No, I'm joking. It's just a.
No, you aren't.
We're gonna talk
It's
about
a
more
portrait.
stuff offset. All right, the camera can't see. What? What does the
Yeah.
door lead to? What does that door
Yeah.
lead to?
Yeah, that metal door. I tried to escape through there, and that didn't really.
You locked
Don't
us
talk
in
about
here,
that.
and we can't escape it.
Is that like the stairs? The stairs down at the 6 feet under.
Oh yeah, that's the stairs. Like
This happened.
while they're doing the podcast, one of their podcast episodes, I just like open the door and just show up and like, hey guys, it's me. Oh fuck my
You
arm.
that would you. They should definitely do that. They should just have you, but like only for like 30 seconds. They're like, Audie, how are you here? Oh, I went in the hole in the OddHouse podcast set, and so it can
You
be
just
you
Out to the floor.
sponsoring your podcast, but also a joke.
Hey guys, have you heard of the podcast? How on test?
Well, it does make sense. It's the Odd House. Every single podcast.
Odd house. Oh
ever
yeah. So
lives
that's
in this
the
house,
ground.
by the
Not
way.
the ground. The basement. That's the basement. We have
exactly,
a basement.
man. But that is true. Every single podcast is in this Odd House. Jake Paul's podcast, the Logan's, all
Oh, yeah.
in this one place.
Fucking Joe Rogan
crazy.
podcast. They're just like up there. Like, two stories.
we share
The-
the same one with Joe
What do you
Rogan.
whatchamacallit? The Misfit podcast. Yeah, they're a bit like a one story up.
I like the idea that every podcast is filmed in like a really big Odd House podcast house.
yeah.
I
just
am
a
just
little
the
tiny room.
landlord. I pull the strings.
The garage.
I am just like a puppet master. When I host a
Exactly.
podcast episode, they ask me.
Joe Rogan doesn't pay his rent though, so we might have to kick him out of the OddHouse
Yeah.
podcast house.
Joe Rogan just stops doing podcast episodes just because I told him no.
How amazing.
Oh man. Well,
Wait, do you have
Actually,
another one
I-
of those questions?
Yeah,
I was gonna-
it's-
yeah,
it's
give
a
us another
list of
question. Give
24,
us another
so-
question.
How did you meet your spouse? That's the next question. Just
How-
kidding.
How did you meet your bag?
What's your biggest failure? What's your biggest failure?
Oh.
We'll talk about the bag after. What's your biggest failure?
I'm trying to think. Fuck, I don't think I've ever failed once in my life.
You're such a liar. You're such a liar.
That one time I slipped in grade 5
Dang.
and fell on my
My
face.
biggest failure was probably
Mm-hmm.
like.
Oh yeah, I
electric
got.
Scooters.
I think I know
always get
now.
reminded-
Ah.
My
I was
biggest
trying
failure.
to go uphill with them, and it was like kind of broken. The battery was like it's broken now completely. Like the battery is really bad. So
Ah.
it was on like half power, so it was moving at like 2 miles per hour. And I
Yeah.
tried to go uphill with it, and it just completely went to a full stop, and I just fell. I fell to the side, and
Holy
scraped my
shit.
leg a bit.
Well, that's not a
Didn't- it
failure.
really
That's
didn't
just
hurt too
a.
much. But I
that's
was
an
like,
accident.
hey, watch this. This is gonna be so cool. And I went uphill.
A failure is like
and
when
I
you
ran-
make a business. A failure is when you make a podcast called the OddHouse
Was your
Podcast and then
investment
get like 3 views.
Yeah, that probably was your biggest failure.
Okay, fuck off.
My biggest failure had to be when I got rejected in kindergarten.
what?
Susie, little Susie said no to me. I said, "But Susie, we're in
But
kindergarten. Just
Susie.
marry me, please." And she didn't want to, so I started crying in the bathroom.
Talking about kindergarten, what do we? Fucking. Yeah, if we're gonna
Wait,
talk about that,
wait,
I
you-
think there is this one time. You know how I am 15, but I made this podcast when I was like 14 years old, and OddHouse Podcast was not the first choice. I think it was like kindergarten podcast or some shit about that. And
Wait,
Hmm.
how long is this thing?
how long is what? I made this podcast when I was 14 years old.
And how old are you now?
15.
15.
been a
It's
year.
been a whole year of
only a year.
podcast.
A whole year.
A whole year.
I've grown. I've aged. I am wise in the ways of podcast.
Tell us about this kindergarten podcast.
I was thinking about calling that because I was fucking a child. But then,
That was one
f-
year ago, honey.
yeah, but I wasn't wise. Now I am wise, and I know
He
how
wasn't
to
wise
still-
enough.
host a podcast.
The bag,
Still
the
aren't.
bag wasn't real at the time.
Yeah,
so.
the bag wasn't real. I never even. Yeah, that's
What?
actually not even when I had the bag on. I was like, just a random Joe.
You're a random Joe.
Yeah. I love that phrase.
You're not your average Joe.
I'm an average
anymore.
Joe. Yeah, I'm not your average Joe. I have a bag for a head and I have a podcast on VR chat. Hoo hee wee hoo hoo. I'm quirky and
Yeah,
weird.
exactly, dude. That's all we need in life.
What do we call this episode? The
Okay,
kindergarten
what is an
podcast?
insult that made you proud?
Insult
Huh?
that made me proud?
Yeah, an insult that you were actually proud of. Like someone called you that, and then you're like, "Dang, that was actually pretty good."
I had
Wasn't an
a
insult you
friend.
been called or have
I had a
made
friend that
that, like-
hated Jameski, and he said my videos
Yeah.
were very close to his videos, or they were like
Dang.
his videos, and he tried to make that an insult, but I like Jameski, man.
James, you'd be funny.
He's funny, but I always dreamed of having him on the podcast someday. But I just took that as a compliment. Until
Oh,
I
you
found
mean
out
like
he
that
hated
type of?
Jameski.
I thought you literally meant like you had a dream where just
What?
he was on the podcast
Jameski was on.
and like you woke
Hello,
up
I
and you
am
started
Jameski.
crying. You're like, it wasn't real.
Bawling my
Yeah,
eyes out because Jameski's not on OddHouse podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Jameski,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
I was in the middle of watching Wait, is that an eye?
What?
I was in the middle of watching Iron Man 3. And you were, right?
Oh yeah, because you were offline. Oh, this can be on the podcast. When Dingbat was offline and we needed someone real fast, so I had to call Dingbat and that's how we got him. But yeah,
The reason it took
I
me so
Oh.
long is because I was
yeah.
in the family room, like laying down on the
Mm.
couch. I had to jump up, run all the way upstairs, and
Dang.
And just get on the set?
But yeah.
Well, cool, we have you on now. What do we call this episode?
Kindergarten podcast.
Why? Oh, because the
Kinder
fucking
Joy.
We're all
Kinder
young.
Joy.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Spencer and how we be young.
Mhm.
What?
We are some of the youngest people in Spencer's server. That's crazy. and
The
such.
viewers don't know Spencer's server. Let me explain to them.
Oh, well,
Spencer-
okay, the viewers.
Spencer
no, Spencer,
Wilson,
because he was on
the
the
guy
podcast.
who made the world, the guy who made the logo, the guy who made the little
Yeah.
baggy things. He has a Discord server with all the buddies and chum, Ice Cream, Dingbat, and other people that have been on the podcast. And on that server, me, Ice Cream, and Dingbat are like mostly the youngest there. But I am the oldest
Yeah,
on the set right now,
every
aren't
single
I?
time, every single time you join after like 5 p.m., everyone just yells at you, "Go to bed."
in that server, Audie is very bullied. It's very sad actually
What?
how bullied Audie is.
What? What is
Sad.
fucking speaking about?
I don't do it. I don't do it.
I do.
I fucking.
I
hate you
try
guys.
not to. All right, I try not to.
You try.
I try
not
my
to. Wow.
try my complete
Thank
hardest
you.
not to
Thank you.
bully him.
What's that one clip? XQC clap. XQC clap. Wow.
Not SQC. Yeah, dude.
Have you seen that like picture
Oh,
of him
that's
from the
horrible.
side? He has like the dent in his head. He has like
Yeah. He's got a fucking Tyler
Big
one
goblin.
dent.
no, like XQC. He just looks like a goblin.
I'm talking about XQC because I wanna talk about Twitch and talk about my Twitch channel. So you should totally follow Audie TTV on Twitch, please, because I will be streaming a lot of stuff and I will be trying to make cool shit. And hopefully one day we do a Q&A episode of the OddHouse podcast. Don't shake your head at the camera. And you guys can ask questions about the podcast and us and everyone that's on it and shit. So thank you
The
very
OddHouse
much.
podcast.
Follow the Twitch.
Hold on.
And now back to the
Yeah.
podcast. What the fuck?
Back to the podcast.
Back to the podcast. Now, transition. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the transition.
That's how we
A
do transition.
little what do you call it? Like a wavy effect that just goes through the screen as it transitions back to the normal podcast episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It cuts into the 6 Foot podcast. 6 Feet Under
It
podcast.
cuts
and
back
then
into the
to
6
Auto
feet under
podcast.
podcast. So welcome back, guys, from that ad read. And then I just
Well,
like,
okay. What was your favorite trip you've ever taken?
oh, 100% Australia, Gold Coast, Australia.
Tell us
I
some
went to the
stories from
Grand Canyon
Australia.
once. Basically, like the
It's right beside Brisbane, and it is fantastic over there. Like, the weather is perfect, and the fucking, I went to, what's it called? Like Warner Brothers. It's like a Warner Brothers theme park, or like DC and stuff, and it was fun as hell. And this was when I was pretty young, but because of Corona and stuff, we couldn't go last year or this year, and hopefully next year we do get to go over there. I do have.
I really do like the idea of like Audie's, like when he was younger, his bag like was not as detailed as it is now. It gets less and less detailed. When he was like a fetus, he was literally just a paper bag on the floor.
What do you mean?
Like 2 eyes.
Just like 2 sockets for eyes.
And that's it.
Yeah, because that's your original thing. You had like
That's my
2
original
6 eyes,
logo.
and then you
Yeah,
evolved
yeah.
from that. Now you have
I got
actual
like
circle eyes.
what do you call them? I don't know what they're called. Like little lines for eyes. I think they're cool. But
Yeah.
now I have this grin, like the Joker.
You got some nice
the Joker,
eyes.
baby.
You might not know this, but Audie has to put on makeup every single time before the podcast. He actually
Yeah.
does have those little line eyes still, but he puts a little bit of eyeshadow, a little bit lipstick, all
Yeah.
this, just to make himself look good.
I'm not even gonna argue at this point. I was gonna talk about something pretty important.
Hmm?
Hey, listen to this.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, my bag.
Yeah.
Snap your bag? What the fuck?
Yeah, I did.
Are you okay? What? Well, I'm trying to remember.
Think about ties on the podcast. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us this very important thing, Audie. Let's do it.
I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, Twitch. I'm joking. No. I'm not gonna do another ad read for my Twitch.
Yeah, that was like the first 10 minutes of it.
The first
It was
time,
half the podcast now. Actually, 1 second, guys. Just little thing.
Yeah.
I need to go right behind the camera for a second, and just give
Wait
me
a second. He stood up. He has like little pegs for legs.
That is not true. This is our podcast now.
Mm-hmm. We can do whatever we
Dang,
want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
What are we gonna do?
Okay, I'm back.
I'll play
Sorry,
some more
sorry.
Candy Crush. Oh.
I had
Sure,
to. I
you
had
do
to
that.
check
Oh
my
look, Audie's
phone.
back.
I'm back. You were not gonna play more Candy Crush on my podcast.
Okay, wait. Can you guys all download Candy Crush?
No.
So that you can
We'll do
add
we'll do this
me,
after the
send me a
podcast.
couple
We'll
lives,
do this
and
after
then
the
I'm
podcast.
Yeah.
Kind of
Let's,
stuck on
let's
that.
fucking.
I have to
play
do like
Candy
3
Crush
things
after
after this podcast.
You have to do 3
And
things.
Leon's not even here. Leon, if you're watching this,
You know,
we
you're
need
like
you on
one of the
podcast.
only people that actually recognizes Leon. People talk about how he doesn't talk and whatever. But Leon talks. Hi, Leon. If you're watching this episode,
Who is
we
that?
miss you, buddy.
Leon is
Are you
Audie's
okay? What is
co-host.
happening to your microphone? You're in like a freezer.
Like,
Yeah, he
I'm
just
sorry, am I
put
in
it
the freezer
inside of his
still?
cooler.
Yeah, he
am I
he
still
put
inside a
himself
freezer?
inside a freezer.
He's like is it John Cena?
Spit it
or
out.
Rock? Fred, just hid in a freezer.
No, we're not. Okay, you know what? That's our next thing. because
Fred
we need
Fickle.
to
We start talking
extend
about
this
Fred
podcast.
Figglehorn.
We're gonna talk about the Fred movies. What was your
Fred.
favorite character in the Fred movies?
His dad. His dad.
I think personally,
Fred.
I liked.
I
The
liked
guy,
when
the
John
nerdy
Cena
guy.
came out and then he said, "You can't see me to Fred," and then he punched him in the stomach.
That was one of my favorite parts. But there's a part where John Cena just like throws him onto a table.
Oh yeah,
and
he
freezes
just
under
throws
him.
him.
I think that
I
was my
love
favorite
that.
part
I
of the
love that so much, man.
He just completely like breaks his back.
Halfway
I
through the
don't.
movie,
I
Fred
don't like
just
the idea
died.
of like Fred, like actually John Cena's being Fred's father, like biological father.
Yeah. Oh my god. John Cena is a blur nowadays, I guess. Like, You guys remember when John Cena was
I mean, you
all about
can't
like
see him.
wrestling? He was like, "You can't see me," and he was like I guess badass.
Yeah, man.
And now
I remember
he's
I used to, when I was very young, I used to laugh at vines. I'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
I can see
Insane.
the funny, you can see
You
me.
remember those
like these nuts.
Yeah.
I
But
wasn't
John's-
in the time to watch Vine. I watched like the RIP Vine compilation.
R.I.P. vines. Amazing.
Daniel, back at it again with the white bands.
Did any of you guys watch like AFV, America's Funniest Home Videos?
Yeah.
No.
I loved IFV. Camera, if you're listening. I
Actually,
love it.
guys, but John
Imagine
Cena,
not being
talking
from
about
America.
John Cena, he's like, have you
Yeah.
guys seen the videos of John Cena just like fucking speaking Chinese?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With the ice cream.
Just speaking
Shit.
like
That's my
Mandarin.
favorite. That's amazing.
Bing shitting.
John Cena, yeah, he knows.
I like how
He's
I
got
how
like
he
a
just
little
does-
ice
he
cream
does
cone.
sound
He's like,
himself
I got
as well.
ice
It
cream
just is amazing.
in Mandarin.
You go, "Bing, chong, you know." I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah, he's
Wait, I think I
speaking.
can find it. I think I can find it.
Try to find it, yeah. Just
John Cena speaking Mandarin.
Oh, are you gonna play it through your microphone or something?
Yeah,
This is
why not?
exactly.
Wow, wow.
I've
Oh,
changed at least
another
3 times.
Oh, you
in
look more
this
like Dingbat.
podcast.
You got the Dingbat color scheme.
Oh, Dingbat color. This,
Wow,
this is the one
it's
with the actual
Dingbat and
cartoon
Dingbat.
texture. This is the one with the actual cartoon texture that looks nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Cool.
It's so quiet. Move yourself closer.
Hey, here's Dante.
No, I don't think this is it.
It's God damn it. So weird because
Yeah,
he
it's the
talks
wrong
about
one.
how like Taiwan is not like a country. Like he
Oh,
apologized
he had
to the whole.
apologize for it.
Yeah, he had to apologize for it. He's like, I'm sorry. They are not a country. They are terrorists. And I'm like, damn.
They're not a country. They're terrorists.
Like
They're not even a country.
They're not a country. It's weird. John Cena's weird. And now he's in like Suicide
I
Squad.
really wish I did this in desktop so I could just like move my head facing in one direction, then just like play Ravenfield.
Okay. Well, too
Have
bad.
you ever
Ice
seen,
Cream
like,
is
Maybe
probably doing that right now.
No. playing
We
Candy
called him.
Crush.
I'm calling you out.
No. Alright,
Like
next we're
Ravenfield
talking
first-
about
first
Spy
person
Kids
shooter
3.
I ever-
3D
This
as people
episode
call
is
it.
sponsored by
Or in a video
Spotify.
game. I remember as a kid I liked Spy Kids 3D. Just for
I'm
the
the
idea
guy.
that
I did.
everyone, it was like a video
I'm the
game, right?
guy.
But at the end there's a scene
I'm the
where
guy.
it's like,
You're not
it's
listening.
the
to
guy,
me.
right? And they're like,
I'm the guy.
he's like,
I am.
well, you're not
the guy.
you're not the guy, dude. You're not the guy. And then he's like,
I'm the guy.
hey, I'm the guy. And he's like,
I like
really?
the guy.
He's like,
That one
yeah.
kid that's just
and
like,
then kick, and they just explode. Kick.
that one kid
I
that's just
remember
like,
I used to-
no,
I used to
I'm
love
the
Spy
guy.
Kids.
I'm the guy. That's you.
Have you
Me,
guys seen
me,
that?
I'm a Chad. I am based. I'm the guy.
You guys remember the graphics on Shark Boy and Lava Girl? It's really fun to see it.
It's like
Like,
2
that
bits.
3D in that movie was so forced. I hate it
It's
so
2
much.
megabytes.
Like when they like swat at the camera, they're like, whoa, whoa.
Wow. Wow.
It's like, Mom, I can feel Shark Boy and Lava Girl. It's
What?
crazy. It's crazy.
I
I can feel
even-
Lava Girl's lava. I can feel Shark Boy shark.
It's burning. It's burning. Mom, please.
Mom, I'm burning.
Because he felt the lava.
This theater just fills up with lava as they are just sitting there.
It's for the emergency.
Lava and sharks just fill the theater.
Yeah. Oh my, that would actually be horrible. Like,
Welcome
at
to
the end of the
5D
movie, there's like
theater.
little tubes that come out of like everywhere and just.
Not
starts
only will
pouring
you
lava
hear
everywhere.
the movie, but you will also feel it. And just lava, sharks, water, everything just
Air.
spews out in all directions.
Air, fire.
Water, earth,
Next
fire,
topic,
air.
Avatar. Let's.
Are
do
we
that,
talking
dude.
about Avatar now?
Avatar.
Cool.
Uh-huh. Avatar.
I watched
Are you talking about Blue Avatar or Avatar: The Last Airbender? Though?
Last Airbender.
Airbender was cool. He was bald and such, and it was like pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie.
I liked the funny. I want to have Aang on the podcast.
Dang, that's crazy.
He'll be
He's
like,
gonna
"Hey
be a
guys,
special
look at this,"
guest.
and just like spew out lava from his ass.
I want to see an episode of the OddHouse podcast where I'm not gonna lie to you, you just die. You're
What
like,
the-
gone. You just start. Just
Why?
like you leave the podcast because you're dead. And then
You will
everyone has to
leave
do
the podcast.
without you.
Can we talk about how you have been bugging me about getting on the podcast? Not getting on the
Okay, we're gonna
podcast.
talk about this.
Bugging me about
Okay.
being a co-host.
My dream since I was 2 years old was to
Ice
be
cream.
on the OddHouse podcast.
I'm just being honest. Get closer to the microphone. I can't hear you. There, that's better.
You to be on this like every single day since
No.
you've made it.
No.
And I've been begging every single day.
No.
And
Me and Dingbat pray to Audie saying, "Please let us on the OddHouse podcast, please."
No.
I just want to be a co-host. I just want to be a co-host of the OddHouse podcast.
I'll make you a deal. This podcast episode hits 20 likes. That sounds stupid. This podcast episode gets a like, and you become a co-host.
working on this, you guys.
Epic sauce.
Part 2 if this gets 15,000 likes.
This episode can get
Now
2
follow
likes.
me.
I will
Two.
dominate America.
If this episode, if
this
you guys don't like and
episode
subscribe
gets
in the next
2
5
likes,
seconds,
I
this
will
dog
kill
will be in your
President of
bed.
Sweden.
Trust me, you don't
Have
want
any
to
of you
risk
guys heard of the
it.
game before?
What?
What?
Who is this
What?
character?
It's just an Unreal Engine. It's like Roblox, but it's made in Unreal. It's really
Ah,
Cool.
okay.
it's not. It's,
There's too much Roblox going around.
It's
It's a
like-
disease.
You know what?
Dude, it's a disease.
That's where we end the
really
podcast. If
have
we're gonna start talking about
game.
Roblox, that's where we end the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode today. I am glad you guys could join me on this episode. And if you guys want, you can plug in your stuff, whatever stuff you got. Anything.
Dingbat, the Twitter.
No.
Plug your Twitter.
Plug your
No.
Twitter. Plug.
No.
Fine, then I'm
Plug
gonna
your
plug my
YouTube channel.
Twitch again. You should totally follow AudiTTV. Trust me, it is
Audie
so
TTV on Twitch. And not Con Snivy. Do not follow
cool.
Con
No, we don't talk about that person. We don't talk about them.
Snivy.
No.
He's cancelled.
Cancelled.
So is
Cancel.
it actually ending?
No, he's not.
This is the end of the podcast. This is the end.
Man.
This is the end. Bye bye.
I want to
I
play more
thought that was
Candy
the
Crush.
end. I thought that was the
Yeah,
end.
I'm gonna go play Candy Crush. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
All right.
Bye.